Well, if you're like me and you saw Falcon's flight and you saw that train being revealed, you thought to yourself, man, I wonder what I gotta do to get over to Saudi Arabia. Well, today I'm gonna tell you some of the different things that you need to know about Saudi Arabia before you plan on booking a trip over there. My name is Rich, this is Theme Park Motivation, and today I'm gonna motivate you to go to Saudi Arabia. Nah, I'm just kidding. But anyway, who knows? I might get over there someday. I don't know. As of right now, the way I'm seeing it, there's a few things that would probably have to change before I would consider going over there. Anyway, this thing has all the stats. I mean, just an incredible coaster. 14,000 feet of track, roughly, of course. 156 miles per hour. 640 feet tall. This thing shatters like every single record for a roller coaster imaginable, other than inversions, but it's still worth maybe visiting at some point. But that's what I'm here to discuss. I hope you guys enjoy this. Please give this video a like, it really does help. So if you're planning on going to Saudi Arabia to get on the new Falcon's flight in 2025, supposedly who knows if it'll get done by then or not, but that's the projected time I believe that it's going to get done. I have some key information, things that you might not know about Saudi Arabia, and I have never been there, but I did a lot of research on this because I love roller coasters and that thing looks really appealing. It is a phenomenal looking coaster and has all the stats, all the things that I would want in a coaster. So I did some research and I gotta say, I was a little bit overwhelmed with some of the things that I found out about Saudi Arabia, and I just wanted to share those things with you guys. So I'm going to go over all of the different documentation that you need just to get into the country, and then after that I'm going to go over some of the culture differences and things that you need to be aware of when you're in the country and things that you want to abide by. So you have to have a valid passport, obviously. A normal passport is good for 10 years. Pretty much think of it like it's only good for 9.5 years. It can't be within 6 months of expiration. So also you have to show your travel itinerary, where you plan on staying, where you plan on visiting when you're in the country. They want to see what hotel you're even staying at. So that's kind of crazy, but proof that you can cover your expenses, basically a bank statement of some sort would be sufficient enough, I believe. They want to see a mandatory health declaration, health insurance certificate. They want travel insurance would basically be sufficient enough. I think you're covered for health insurance under that. I mean, there's a list of things that you really need to be aware of. And this is just to enter into the country. They go in depth on the application itself. I mean, they ask you what religion you are, things like that. So you really have to keep this in mind. You are entering into a Muslim country, and there are different rules and culture differences there. So you really have to be aware of these things before entering into Saudi Arabia. So let's just say that you got all these things done and you got to Saudi Arabia. Some things that you really have to be aware of when you get there. You do not want to photograph any woman in public without consent. This means even blogging or filming your experience there. Make sure not to get any woman in any of your footage. Very important that you abide by this because you could get fined just for that. During their prayer times, you may be asked to leave a restaurant or a shop so be aware of that as well. There is no alcohol or any drugs of any kind allowed in the country. You are also not allowed to go and visit their holy city of Mecca if you are not a Muslim. They will kick you out of the country for this. No public displays of affection, no holding hands. If they catch you, they will fine you for this as well. Do not, whatever you do, do not eat with your left hand. That's considered disrespectful because it is the hand that you use for washing. There is pretty much no talking about any kind of Christianity. It's important to understand that Saudi Arabia really has some ambitious goals that they want to fulfill. They would like to see 300 million people come and visit the area. And with that being said, they know that some of the laws and rules have to be a little bit more lenient to get that tourism. So some of these laws may change between now and 2025. So keep that in mind as well. However, I'm just naming off these things so that you are aware of what you're walking into here. With all this being said, I think this has potential. However, I think they do need to change some of these rules and regulations and laws in their country if they expect to get that many people. They have a lot of work to do. Tell me what you guys think. Comment below, please. Hit the like button. Appreciate it.